Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I hope you all enjoyed that previous rant video. Now it's time to talk about music again. This time we're talking about metal. But what kind of metal? Touhou metal. Yes, it is a kind of, an interesting, sort of, subgenre of metal, I guess you could say. It really depends on the artist and the kind of metal that is being represented. Most of the time, you'll see just traditional heavy metal mixed in with power metal and even some symphonic stuff as well. I discovered a brutal death metal band called Agent Zero with their album Hell Destruction. It is brutal and deathly, and it's only 8 tracks, so the first time I found a brutal death metal band that is of the Touhou variety. So what is Touhou metal, basically? Well, it's basically these bands or artists come across soundtracks from their favorite games. Old games like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, PlayStation 1, PS2 even, Dreamcast, Spectrum, you know, all those old consoles that everybody loves. TurboGrafx 16, N64, you know. And there are even PC, obviously, you know, personal computer, Windows. You'll have soundtracks from games like, for example, there's one that's slipping my mind right now, I can't remember it. But basically, these artists, these bands, take these original soundtracks, like, for example, the Tetris theme. I think that was Power Glove is the name of the band. Very good band. They take the theme for Tetris and make a metal version out of it. They started the song off with, obviously, the 8-bit stuff going on of the original theme, and then they just thrust into a metal tundra of music. It really kicks ass. There's another band called Bloody Sword that only has 4 EPs, I guess you could say. They're all like 7 tracks in length. Their last one was in 2012, and they've dropped off the face of the earth for the longest time. That's more of the power metal variety. Another band of the traditional scale is JNB, I think. There's another one called Icarus's Cry. Just a lot of stuff here. There's a circle or a group called Dangerous Mizashi Cat. There's an album called Overdriver that's pretty cool. I like the cover art. Viking Guitar is another one. Solid stuff. There's a artist by the name of StemAge, whatever, with the album Metroid Metal, where he basically takes themes from Metroid, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, and takes themes and turns them into metal mastery, and it is fantastic stuff. Trying to see what else. Hold on, I have some stuff. Basically, all this stuff is just really kick-ass. It really is. 5150 is a Touhou metal project with the album Heavy Metal Touhou, released in 2015. This is traditional heavy metal, and there's actual vocals that kind of take you back to the 80s. The production, the sound of this album really reminds me of 80s heavy metal. Oh yeah, there's a artist called Nyo with the album Touhou Steel Demon Fanatic, Danmaku Metal Gensokyo. I apologize if I bastardized that. That's a solid album as well. And there's a band called South of Heaven, obviously named after the Slayer album. Power metal, I think, and they did a small EP called Ju-On, which is obviously meant to, yeah, obviously by the cover art, it's meant to be a play on K-On, famous KyoAni anime. And there's another one, Tak Omiya and Taka, with Tears for the Lovers, which is a metal version of songs from the Ys, that's YS, franchise, and it's pretty cool. Unlucky Morpheus is another band with the album Heavy Metal Bebop, solid stuff. And there's another artist named Yaboy Matoy with the albums Yokai and Lunatic. So as you can tell, and I've given you enough references to go by now, this is solid stuff. There's a lot of fantastic material out there from these Touhou metal artists. Sometimes it's just like one guy doing the whole thing with a few other musicians in the background. Most of the time there's no lyrics, but I think there's one I forgot too. Hold on. Yeah, Mega Driver with the album Tri-Metal. That is some serious fucking shit. So basically with Tri-Metal, they basically took themes from Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, and turned them into power metal songs, and it's fucking phenomenal. Mega Driver are a fantastic band. They're obviously named after the Mega Drive, otherwise known as the Genesis over here. And so I feel like, you know, this is kind of like a fresh take on metal, but it's also sort of like they poured their inspirations into these songs, inspired by these soundtracks from various games over the years, and their favorite metal artists as well. So when you get video game music combined with heavy metal music, it's an unholy smorgasbord of stuff that it's actually pretty fucking phenomenal. These are talented musicians with a lot of knack for video game music, and they want to create the best experience for gamers to you know, really listen to this music while playing our favorite games. I wouldn't say Bionicle the game is my favorite game of all time, but you know, I could totally listen to Mega Driver while playing Medal of Honor Allied Assault on my Windows PC. So heavy riffs, phenomenal solos that are supposed to emulate the style of the soundtrack that's being represented. And there's a lot of obscure titles too for PC games. Ones that I've never heard of, like something of the Scarlet Devil. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I've never heard of before. Probably never will, because I can't play those games for the life of me, because my computer probably wouldn't run them anyway. The drums, and of course the vocals with heavy metal Touhou, fantastic traditional stuff. You just gotta go out there and seek it out. I can recommend a website where you can get most of this stuff, if not all of it. That is, let's see, what's it called? Here we are. What's it called? Downloads.khinsider.com. That's your website. That's the website you want to find all this stuff. And trust me, I found plenty. A lot of stuff, a lot of just amazing work from these Touhou metal artists. Now, obviously, Touhou is an expansive sort of style of music. You have the metal stuff, you have the just rock stuff, you have some J-pop stuff as well, you have all kinds of stuff, you know. There's classical stuff even. Hell, there's oh, what is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, there's an album called K-On! Classic that's performed by several folks. And it's basically classical compositions done to basically emulate the style or a sound of, or mostly style of, the first couple of songs that we got from the first season of K-On! And those are Don't Stay Lazy and Kagayake Girls. No, Fuwa Time is not on here, so sadly. There is a Touhou J-pop artist named Komisar with the album Galactic Destroyer. So, and Power Glove is just insane. I mean, really. So there you go. It's quite an expansive realm, the Touhou thing. I even have my first Touhou CD that I actually found at V-Stock. This one. Yep. It's called Touhou Hyosetsu Kashu. And it's from Eosis. And the word Touhou can be spelled T-O-H-O or T-O-U-H-O-U. Either way. This is a good CD. This is actually available on KH Insider as well. And the songs on there are more in the realm of J-pop, really. Some of these Touhou CDs will also have like drama CD sort of stuff where you have basically, the best way I can put it, it's like watching an anime, but it's more like listening to an anime as opposed to watching it, because it's the voices and the background music instead of the visual stuff, you know. So a lot of fun stuff. I definitely appreciate these the Touhou metal artists for what they're able to do with their instruments and with their craft. There's a lot of solid work that is put into this material, and as a metal fan, you know, I definitely enjoy this shit. Probably a lot more than I do with, you know, actual bands like Slayer or God forbid 6 Feet Under. Yeah, I only like the album Haunted because really that's the best album you want from 6 Feet Under is Haunted. Everything else is just shit. I mean, especially the past 5 albums. So, what else can I say about Touhou metal? Well, I've already given you a lot of suggestions, and you've got a website to go to and search it all up. And if you can't find all of Bloody Sword's stuff, there's only 4 albums. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's not a huge loss. This is material that really needs to be heard by metal fans, old and young, and in between, because this is music that, well, you can, you know, if you're a metalhead and you are also a gamer, you can listen to this stuff while playing games, video games, or if you want to play D&D, have this kind of music in the background while you're playing D&D, or Pathfinder, or Call of Cthulhu, or Dungeon Crawl Classics, whatever you fancy. This is good music, it really is. Solid stuff all the way around. I do appreciate when they do have vocals, because it makes it feel like more of a complete experience, a complete package. Because otherwise the guitar is doing the guitar soloing is doing all the work when it comes to trying to emulate the style of, you know, whatever soundtrack it's trying to you know, make a metal version of. So, what do you think about Touhou metal? Are you familiar with it already? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if I've missed any artists, because the ones that I have on my computer are the ones that I've listened to the most, honestly. And the only thing is, well, good luck finding the CDs. Some of these are probably hard to come by nowadays. I just happen to be lucky that I found this Touhou CD at a physical store, V-Stock, and it was only like $5. And when it comes to Touhou music in general, what else is out there that you know of? I mean, I know Draw the Emotional is a label or a circle that Yu Yu Yuppie is a part of. And that's another Touhou project, with metalcore mostly being the dominant metal subgenre. And I love Draw the Emotional stuff. It is fantastic. There's a lot of emotion that goes into some of the vocal work. And it's not all just screaming and whatnot. There's also some female vocals that sound really nice and lovely. Fantastic stuff. And that's it. That's it for this video. So what do you think about Touhou metal? Let me know in the comment section below. And is there any other Touhou music that you know of that I don't? Let me know in the comment section below as well. And well, raise up our glass to Touhou metal. It's fantastic stuff. So is this tea. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos. And yeah, it's definitely good to be back after almost 2 weeks of being sick. That really bugs me. You know, the older you get, the more susceptible to the, you know, the length of time of being sick is what it draws out, really. And it sucks. It really does. I'm 31 years old, so it's wearing itself on me, so it's pissing me off too. So, but anyway, that's it for today. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.